Shabbat Shalom and welcome to Sisterhood Shabbat. We in our Temple Bethel community know fully well how fantastic our sisterhood is, their leadership, their membership, and their meaning to the synagogue and the Jewish community at large. I had no idea that appreciation of sisterhood spread all around the world until I received in my inbox an email this summer in August. It was a blog post from the world-renowned author Naomi Reagan, who lives in Israel. She has written so many books that are so popular, not just with the Jewish world, but the world at large. And she had spoken to our sisterhood just that weekend. And on Monday, into my inbox pops a blog that she writes weekly, and it says, "Here I Zoom." I thought it was going to be about a Zoom call with her children or her grandchildren or a friend. Instead, it was about our very sisterhood. The first time that she had Zoomed during the pandemic was that August with our sisterhood. We sat together that Sunday morning and she shared her life story, her journey to the land of Israel and its ups and downs, and how she went about writing each of her books that are so beloved and so popular. She had been learning something that we had learned since the beginning of the pandemic when she sat with our sisterhood. She discovered that August morning that she spoke to us what we had discovered a few months earlier, just days into the pandemic, that being together, even if it was on Zoom, being together mattered. And that is the beauty and power of sisterhood.
So last year when we were getting ready to do our Sisterhood Shabbat, it's hard to believe it was a year ago. It was March 13th, so almost a whole year ago was going to be our Sisterhood Shabbat. And that's exactly when the pandemic hit. And the next day we got a phone call. Rabbi Jessica said, we have to have a conference call. And she called us and she said, I need you guys to download Zoom and you need to practice with your family. We're going to do this. We need, our temple and our sisterhood needs us more than ever before. We learned how to Zoom with the help of our families and friends. And our first sisterhood meetings, we had people who were upside down and we could see them doing laundry and everything else. But we got through that and we said, okay, now is the time for us to present programming that's going to bring us together.
So I have been thinking about how much being the president of the sisterhood has changed me and how much sisterhood has changed in the last year. And there are really two parts to that, because the first year was just finding my footing with my awesome co-president Karen and figuring out how to be a leader. And it has been a really amazing experience to learn how to use my voice and guide people, guide the board and the sisterhood into being a cohesive unit. Both parts, both beginning to be the president of sisterhood and leading that into COVID, have both been energizing and fulfilling.
We are blessed to be such a part of an amazing community, both at Temple Bethel and within the Sisterhood of Temple Bethel. Each could exist on their own. There are many synagogues that don't have a sisterhood, and there are many ladies groups that together aren't really necessarily part of a synagogue. But by us working together, we're able to bring so much more joy and meaning to everything that's part of our Judaism and our synagogue life. I love all the things that sisterhood is able to do to enrich the synagogue. For example, I love in the fall when it's Sukkot and the ladies get together to decorate the sukkah on the bima. It's a lot of work and it's just such a beautiful thing. There are so many talented women who can take all this plastic fruit and greenery and decorate a sukkah in a way that enriches our services throughout that holiday season. On Hanukkah, when we're able to have latkes together, either at an oneg or with the religious school. And our Seder, it's wonderful that we have our own Seders with our family and we have a temple Seder, but then to have a women's Seder just for us and whoever wants to participate. And that relationship of us working together just brings so much joy and meaning to both the synagogue and sisterhood, and obviously all the people who participate.
Future is bright, and when we can once again gather in person, which hopefully will be soon, we are ready to welcome all of you. So not only is there a lot of that people are missing if they're not part of sisterhood, but more importantly, we are actually missing them too. We're a multi-generational group. We're a group of vibrant women, and we're looking to engage and connect socially and spiritually and culturally. And sisterhood really offers an abundance of programs and events which have, included, just an example, an author-led book review, bingo teeny, a women's seder, our annual luncheon. We even have yoga and meditation. So as you can see, there's something for everyone. Sisterhood for me is like an instant group of friends, and I treasure all that it stands for and all the relationships and everything that we do as a group. We welcome you, we're here for you, and we look forward to seeing you and to welcome you into the sisterhood.
Came up with the most unbelievable year of programming that I am so proud of to be a part of. Things from cooking to Naomi Reagan, which was unbelievable. We sat there one day and just said, okay, why don't we see if Naomi Reagan will do this? And Jessica sent out an email to her. The next day she replied and said, yes, I'll do it. So we were like, we're just gonna keep reaching for the stars, which was the most amazing thing we could have done. I am so proud of what we have done as a board. And with the help of Rabbi Jessica, it's been an amazing journey that I never thought we could do.
I remember Rabbi Jessica asked if I would be president like 6 years ago, and it was like a hard no. There's just no way that I could ever do that in a million years. And so to actually be towards the end of our presidency, our co-presidency, I'm like, wow, I did it. So it was, thank you to Rabbi Jessica for having the faith that I could do this. And obviously thank you to Karen for being the most amazing co-everything. It's kind of like together we can do anything. And I think that's part of being part of the Sisterhood board is together we can do anything. It's been a great growth experience, I think, for all of us.
What do I love about sisterhood? Sisterhood is just a fantastic part of synagogue life. There's so much that happens that many congregants wouldn't even know that sisterhood's a part of unless it affects you. For example, last summer when my mother died, it was very meaningful to have the rabbis and the cantors call and offer condolences. But then I got the call from sisterhood. And to have a dedicated sisterhood chairperson call each family who are in the time of grief and offer a delicious Shabbat dinner just really reminded me that I really wasn't alone. Thank you to sisterhood, and thank you to all the women who make it as strong as it is.